Barack Obama's shocking revelation, which no one anticipated, has rocked the country. Everyone is talking again about the former president, who is renowned for his strong statements and enduring impact. According to insiders, his remarks are changing the tone of discussions across America, from home tables to Capitol Hill. But what specifically did Obama say that has the nation in a frenzy? And how would this affect his legacy and the political landscape of the United States going forward? Come along as we dissect the shocking disclosure and its profound effects in marriage rocked by secrets. Michelle opened out about the challenging aspects of her marriage to Barack in her book. For at least a decade, things were difficult. While Barack's political career was gaining momentum, they were raising young children. She was forthright about the typical issues that strain any marriage, like balancing their relationship, family, and job. However, they sought counseling and learned how to communicate effectively with one another instead of giving up when things became difficult. In fact, she said, these difficult times strengthened their bond. However, there was another aspect of Barack Obama that he hardly discusses, a fascinating aspect of his early years. These are just a few of his past relationships prior to meeting Michelle. 3 ladies had a significant influence on him and are privy to some of his most private secrets. People are curious about the aspects of his life that he chooses to keep silent about, especially in relation to one relationship. The world is now left wondering how much of Barack Obama's story has been left out as rumors reappear and new information comes to light. Women who are hidden. Untoltale. 3 women had a significant influence on his early life before he rose to fame. He met Alex McNear in college, and she became his first genuine relationship. They corresponded via letter on complex subjects like politics, race, and philosophy during their long-distance relationship. As is often the case with first loves, despite their intense connection, the relationship ended. Then, in the middle of the 1980s, he met Genevieve Cook in New York. They developed a closer bond. She even wrote about him in her journal, saying that he was a thoughtful person with lofty aspirations for the future. However, Genevieve and he broke up just as his relationship with Alex. The most intriguing tale, however, concerned Sheila Miyoshi Yeager, who was largely unknown until recently. Unlike Genevieve or Alex, she wasn't just another girlfriend. While he was a community organizer in Chicago, Sheila stayed with him for 3 years. She witnessed his transformation from an ambitious individual to one who was committed to pursuing a career in politics. During a period when he was still discovering his identity and career goals, they were quite close. Why, therefore, was her chapter concealed? What does her account tell us about the man everyone assumed they knew? Love lost. Secret reality. Miyoshi Sheila. He liked Yeager so much that he twice proposed to her. Her family rejected her the first time. She rejected him the second time because she believed his burgeoning political aspirations were altering him. They parted ways shortly after he left for Harvard Law School. He had friends from various walks of life, having grown up in Indonesia and Hawaii. However, Sheila claimed that he had not yet fully embraced his black identity, as he would later do. She saw him change as he immersed himself in black politics and neighborhoods. The free-spirited man she had fell in love with was evolving into a different person, a man who meticulously cultivated his public persona and had lofty political aspirations. He seemed to be creating a completely new version of himself. Something telling is revealed in Sheila's story. He was still discovering out who he was and what his route was, and he didn't start to forge his own path until he accepted who he was. What impact did those decisions have on his most significant relationship? Michelle's union. Shocking revelation. Barack remained completely committed to his job even after he married Michelle. He was constantly out campaigning, working late, or strategizing his next political move, so he was hardly home. The majority of the family's affairs were managed by Michelle alone, taking children to events, getting them to school, and handling everyday parent responsibilities. She also desired a profession of her own, but it was challenging when the family's labor wasn't divided equally. The fact that this continued for 10 years, causing a great deal of tension between them, truly shocked many. However, it didn't stop there. Michelle claims that despite years of accumulated stress and bruised sentiments, they put a lot of effort into repairing what had been damaged. People question whether they are genuinely happy now that their daughters are grown and their time in the White House has ended, or simply more adept at hiding their issues. Michelle's absence from significant occasions, such as Jimmy Carter's funeral, sparked conversation. Although busy couples frequently handle things alone, people question whether their prolonged separation is a sign of a problem. People's perceptions of the Obamas' relationship are further complicated by the fact that they have long been regarded as a model black couple. The true question is whether those issues have been resolved or if new ones are beginning to arise. The endless gossip. According to some Washington insiders, the Obamas' time apart isn't just due to their hectic schedules. Michelle and Barack have reportedly been living apart for several months. Although neither has provided confirmation, the rumors continue to circulate. Additionally, Barack's latest posting of his birthday greeting to Michelle sparked even more conversation. His most recent communication felt oddly stiff and impersonal, in contrast to the warm, affectionate compliments he typically writes to her. Michelle was not portrayed in the best possible light by the photo he chose, and the formal caption he penned lacked his customary warmth. The statement seemed more like a box to be checked than a genuine birthday greeting. Online users saw this right away. People left comments asking whether there was a problem in their marriage. Some fans pointed out that Michelle hadn't shared her normal heartfelt birthday greeting back to him, while others believed it confirmed the divorce rumors they had heard. Are they at last facing challenges that have been ignored for years, without the common goal of raising their daughters or the uniting duties of public office? Her silence sparked even more discussion about the divorce theory. Yes, there's always chatter about renowned couples. The Obamas are constantly in the spotlight as one of the most watched couples in the world. However, fire can occasionally be found where smoke is present. Some believe that the family no longer has the glue that held them together now that their daughters have left home and become professional women. They might be planning their next move, according to another view. It appears that people think they might be waiting for the ideal moment if they are intending to split up. Some speculate that, given the current state of politics, they might be waiting until after the next significant election to avoid creating a stir. Additionally, the Obamas may be more concerned with maintaining a positive public image than addressing their personal problems, given the rumors that Michelle may enter politics herself. Not only would a divorce damage Barack's reputation, it might ruin Michelle's reputation and her next plans. Is the Obama family still together, or are they just experts at keeping a shattered marriage under wraps? The scandal, Obama and Aniston. With an even more significant tale, the rumor mill has gone into overdrive. There are rumors that Jennifer Aniston and Barack are having an affair. It sounds ridiculous, yet people are talking about it all the time on social media. It all began when a direct message, purportedly from one of Jennifer's close pals, was released. According to the message, Jennifer allegedly revealed her relationship with the former president to guests at a private party. The events that followed only served to fan the flames of turmoil, if that wasn't enough. Jennifer did something strange when the rumors began to circulate. She disabled comments on her Instagram account. More conjecture was only stoked by this. The mystery was further heightened when people began sharing an old Jimmy Kimmel clip. When Obama's name was mentioned during the interview, Jennifer behaved oddly. She became agitated, struggled to speak clearly, and responded in a way that left everyone wondering about their relationship. What will it be, out of all the calls you receive from your publicist, that make you say, oh no, or the email claiming that some cheesy tabloid will fabricate a story? Then there is that. Is her clumsy response a result of nervousness or an indication that there is more to the story than she wanted to disclose? The legacy has cracks. Barack and Michelle Obama have remained silent despite web rumors. They are maintaining their typical persona as devoted family members and model public servants. However, more people are increasingly speaking up and challenging the flawless image they have presented to the public. Though the Obamas aren't responding to any of this talk, it is beginning to damage their carefully cultivated reputation and may have an impact on their remaining political influence. As conjecture grows, attention has moved to Michelle Obama's future. As First Lady, Michelle Obama founded Let's Move, a big program to reduce childhood obesity. She encouraged schools to serve healthier meals and convinced food corporations to lower calories from their goods. She also created the White House Vegetable Garden to promote healthy eating. In addition, she has been an outspoken supporter of racial equality and women's rights, utilizing her position to speak out against discrimination and promote workplace justice. If she eventually enters the political spotlight, Will her achievements be overshadowed by public scrutiny and personal rumors? Do you mean damage control or Valentine's Day? On social media, Barack Obama's Valentine's Day homage to Michelle provoked surprising responses. On Instagram, he posted a heartfelt picture and statement commemorating their 32-year relationship, and Michelle called him her rock. However, the second post raised doubts among online commentators. Numerous people speculated that the date was planned to dispel escalating rumors about their marriage. Given that his post wasn't the first to draw criticism, critics criticized the couple's body language, calling it frigid and their grins tight, when another image of them holding hands in a wine cellar was posted online. When Michelle failed to show up for public ceremonies, such as Jimmy Carter's burial, speculation about their relationship grew. Barack, who went to the burial by himself and was spotted talking to Donald Trump, brushed off the increasing commotion by claiming that Michelle makes her own decisions about how to look and that he has no influence over her. However, as discussions move between his personal and public lives, many are left wondering if it would ever be possible to completely separate Barack Obama's political and personal lives. The journey and legacy when Barack Obama became the 44th President of the United States on January 20th, 2009, he went down in history as the first African-American, biracial, and Hawaiian-born president. In 2008, he defeated John McCain, and in 2012, he defeated Mitt Romney. His 2 periods as president are currently considered by political scientists and historians to be among the best in American history. His term ended on January 20th, 2017, and Republican Donald Obama took over as president. His first 100 days in office saw fast action and marked a substantial change in U.S. policy. He started significant healthcare reform initiatives, signed the Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act, and extended the Children's Health Insurance Program. His government eased prohibitions on embryonic stem cell research, promoted LGBTQ rights through UN statements, and established new ethical norms to lessen lobbying influence. How will history strike a balance between the influence of his leadership and the public examination of his private life? The presidency actions when Obama assumed office. The nation's debt was roughly half of its annual income. It increased to about 3/4 by 2014. The majority of this occurred during the Great Recession, which lasted from 2009 to 2012, when the government's revenue from taxes fell precipitously. Obama chose a different course, while European nations made significant spending cuts. He established a special committee known as the Simpson-Bowles Commission in 2010 to determine how to deal with the mounting debt. They returned with a variety of proposals. Spend less on government employees, Medicare, Medicaid, and the military, cut mortgage and health insurance tax advantages, and make individuals wait longer to receive Social Security. Although Congress never put these recommendations to a vote, they served as a model for subsequent debt reduction initiatives. The conflict between openness and secrecy would lead to some of the most contentious periods of his presidency, as his administration's policies developed. Fallout, secrets, and promises. He promised to run the most open government in American history. This pledge was reflected in his initial actions, which included ordering that all legislation and executive orders be made available online for public scrutiny prior to signing. Additionally, he ordered agencies to prioritize public access to information and rescinded an earlier order that had limited access to presidential records. His administration pushed agencies to cooperate with individuals and exchange data by introducing programs like the Open Government Partnership and the Open Government Directive. Early fissures were seen when, in his first month in office, Obama twice circumvented his promise for public review. Despite initiatives to encourage openness, his administration's relationship with secrecy became complex. He continued to use secret memos and the state's secret privilege, but he decreased the number of classified documents to historic laws. When the government encountered opposition from within, the rising conflict between transparency and concealment reached a breaking point. How will Obama strike a balance between the necessity to control sensitive information and his promise of transparency? The War of the Whistleblower. His daring step towards accountability was the publication of Bush-era memos that exposed CIA torture techniques. His treatment of whistleblowers, however, revealed a different picture and suggested that his administration would be much less tolerant of internal challenges to secrecy. Obama oversaw an unparalleled attack on whistleblowers. His administration vigorously punished anyone who were suspected of leaking official secrets under the 1917 Espionage Act. Those indicted included former CIA analyst John Kiriakou, former NSA employee Thomas Drake, and State Department contractor Stephen Jean Woo Kim, faced a trial that was widely reported. Because of its reputation as a war on whistleblowers, the administration's pursuit of leakers led many critics to wonder how punishment and transparency could coexist. The argument about accountability and secrecy heated up as the crackdown on whistleblowers grew more severe. Could the national security justification for the administration's pursuit of leakers be upheld? Or did Obama's pledge of transparency get betrayed? The Snowden effect, when Edward Snowden exposed the extent of the NSA's eavesdropping on regular citizens, he completely upended Washington. He provided the world with evidence of extensive surveillance programs that monitored internet activity, emails, and phone conversations while working as an NSA contractor. People were divided. He was referred to as a courageous whistleblower. He betrayed his country, according to others. Even though Snowden fled to Russia, his disclosures highlighted the continuous conflict between demands for national security and openness in the administration. The difficult challenge of striking a balance between these conflicting demands now faced Obama's administration. The 2010 elections were a blow to Obama. Republicans triumphed handily thanks to the rising Tea Party movement and voters who were fed up with the faltering economy. Nancy Pelosi was succeeded as Speaker by John Boehner after they took control of the House. Obama didn't mince words. He acknowledged that many Americans were still not feeling better about their financial situation and called it a shellacking. Conflicts over healthcare and spending erupted immediately after this change of power. This provided Republicans significant influence over the post-census redrawing of electoral districts. An adventure on a roller coaster. Obama had amazing support when he first took office. When he came into office, 82% of Americans supported him. However, those figures rapidly decreased as he began making actual decisions. Only half of the nation has approved by the end of 2009. He lost Republicans and independents along the road, but Democrats remained loyal to him. His ratings dropped to 45% in 2010 as a result of two significant initiatives: healthcare and Wall Street reform. Things became considerably more difficult after Republicans seized control of the House. He suffered greatly during the 2011 debt ceiling battle. However, he recovered in time to defeat Mitt Romney in 2012. His second term was as difficult. His ratings plummeted into the mid-40s following the 2013 government shutdown, and they remained there until 2015. In 2016, as his presidency came to an end, more people began to back him once more. However, his last figures revealed a divided America. Republicans make up just 14% and independents 61%. He had pledged togetherness, but it had gone away. A bigger question loomed as Obama's support ratings fluctuated with each political conflict. Despite growing opposition from Congress, could he win back the confidence of a divided country, taking heat and constructing bridges? Obama led with a combination of lofty goals and cool thinking. He was an advocate of bringing everyone to the table: Republicans, Democrats, corporate executives, and ordinary citizens. He made an effort to reach a compromise and encourage dialogue between opposing viewpoints, even when tackling difficult topics like healthcare or the financial crisis. He was able to enact important laws with his cooperative approach, but it also irritated many who desired more rapid and decisive action. His ability to think long-term was what truly made him a great leader. Obama prioritized gradual progress over immediate remedies, despite criticism that he was too cautious or sluggish to act. Instead of pushing things through, he would prefer to spend his time gaining support. He was able to accomplish great things and weather significant crises because to this approach, but it also meant facing harsh criticism from all sides. Many Democrats believed he did not go far enough, while Republicans claimed he went too far. Ultimately, his leadership style demonstrated the strength and limitations of attempting to unite a divided nation. How do you feel about the Obama-related rumors? Will his legacy be redefined, or will his accomplishments be overshadowed by the backlash? Let us know what you think by leaving a comment. For more, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Click the following video that appears on your screen as well. You'll like it.